lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago. Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it
Welcome to MyMindoverYourMatter. My name is Rick. And welcome to my show. Oh boy, special show tonight. Yeah, as you can see, the title, Society in Reverse, is tonight's topic. And the reason why I came up with this topic is because have you been noticed, I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I mean, I've been on YouTube watching other people's shows. I have not produced a show for my channel. And the reason is that the energy was very high. So I wasn't feeling well. I've been struggling with my sugar levels and with my health. So I was trying to get that back in order. Still having technical difficulties here producing. I know I got an echo in my room, and I'm going to be addressing that within the next few weeks. I'm going to be buying some panels that I'm going to be installing in here to lower the echo from this room. So, but society has gone backwards. Everything that was then is coming back to now, and what's happening now happened back then. And I want to talk about a lot of the things that has happened in society with cool people that they have a good ticker in their brains and they know what they say. And I'm confident with my guests that come through, and they have a lot to say also, more than I do. And we're going to talk on all different topics, referencing society and the depleted ways of society and the reversals that we're going through. And with that said, let's throw it right to my buddy. He's pretty up and rising YouTube. He's going to be a star. Right now, he's like a glitter. But let me tell you, that glitter, once it gets in your eye, it'll irritate the hell out of you. And that's my good old buddy, Rambo Master. Yo! How you doing, buddy?
Hello, everyone.
There he is. Dude.
I even brought the mask today for this special occasion.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. We're gonna get right to it. Society in reverse. What does that mean to you?
Hold on, let me.
Because to me, everything that's going on now, I feel like we've done it before, and we keep going backwards to a place in time, and then bringing that energy back to the future, and we are reliving it.
Something went wrong.
Something always goes wrong.
For some reason. Let me try something again. Hold on.
All right, Rambo's rambling there. He has to get some technical difficulties out the way. I feel like everything right now in this world, in this time, a lot of people, the way they think, the way they carry themselves is very unique. Very, very, very unique. And not only unique, but very repeated. And I feel like I've been here, I've done this, I've heard this before. Why is this happening over and over? Is it were we trapped in a spirit trap? We'll find out when Rambo comes on. There he is. Rambo.
There we go.
Do you hear us?
For some reason, you're not pulling up on my end.
I'm not being shown on your side. I see you fine, so you're being broadcasted.
I don't hear you, but I hear you on YouTube. If I play the YouTube one, I hear you. But if I'm on StreamYard, I don't hear you.
Do you have, did you unmute yourself? Let me see something.
Yeah, I don't see you. And I don't see myself.
Technical
I
difficulties.
don't see myself. Hold on. Mute him.
Here, let me see if I drop myself off and bring myself.
Hold on. And
There we go.
oh, so much fun.
Now it's better.
Yeah.
Is it a little better? Not better? Yeah. It's going to be a challenging show tonight.
We'll see.
We will see how long can we last.
Speak.
Ramble, I'll let you go ahead and take over if you want to speak on society in reverse and what that means to you.
This is great. I can't. Oh, this
Can't
is great. I don't know what's going on.
You may have to reset it again and then come back. It tends to happen. Go ahead and reset it and then come back. So we'll let Rambo come. He'll come back. He'll be back. Just let him work on that. We haven't been on in a while, so you can tell we're going to have technical difficulties. This week is one of the weirdest weeks in history. You know, we had Putin and the Chinese leader having dinners and talks together. Like there's nothing going on in the world. Like they're sharing their friendship. The U.S. is like the little child in the corner pissed off because he got in trouble because he didn't want to eat his green beans. And the whole world is watching, and it's a disgrace what the U.S. is doing because it just proves that they want peace, but yet we want war. And the only reason why we want war is because it's profitable. It's very profitable. Oof. But are we going to go into a big time war? It's a big possibility. There's things going on. I've heard that the British are trying to send depleted uranium over to Ukraine so they can use it against Russia. I think that's the biggest mistake of mankind to do, because all you're going to do is escalate this to even a bigger war where you're going to have other eyes from around the world looking, and they're going to feel a certain way, and they're going to jump in. And I feel like the U.S., yeah, we're big and bad, but we're not see, control in numbers, okay? It's all numbers, and we don't have the numbers from the world. Let's go ahead and bring in Rambo. Rambo. Are you there, Rambo? See, his screen is on, but his picture is not up. It's like, I need to see some movements on his side to see what's going on. He's having some difficulties. Pretty weird every time I try to connect with someone or someone tries to come in. It seems like we get technical difficulties. Hi, Albie. I see you in the chat room. Hope you had a good day. Tonight, it's a little lit for tonight. Got the candles going. To make it warm, because it's pretty cool in this room, so I needed to warm it up. And how I do that is by the candles. I light it up. I light everything up, and get good energy here. But yeah, here in the United States, it's just, I feel like every day is like a mind manipulation chaos that is like premeditated and pre-programmed to deliver to the American people. Especially with this Trump supposedly being indicted. They're talking about indicting Trump and pretty much arresting Trump for paying off Stormy Daniels, which was, I guess, a sex worker. That's what she was, I think, right? Stormy Daniels. With that name, it sounds like a sex worker. I guess he had paid her some hush money. He's like, here's some money, shut the fuck up, and held her to her silence. But yet, continually, this is like the third time they tried to expose this on Trump. And they're trying to succeed this time. But I feel like them doing this so many times and them pushing the narrative that, yeah, he banged a porn sex worker. He cheated his wife with a sex worker. How many people in Washington has cheated on their wives? Bill Clinton, you can put your hand up because I know your hands. You got to put both of your hands up. And this is not a roller coaster, Bill. We don't have a line of women for you. This is just asking how many people in Hollywood has slept around. How many people banged each other out in Washington? And it goes both sex, male and female. And whoever transgender or was LGBTQ, elemental PQRXYZ 1, 2, 3 group in there too. I'm going to talk about that later. That's another group. I think the L, G, and the B should be removed from the T and the Q. I think the T and the Q needs to develop their own group. I don't think I should be dragged in to their nonsense. I am part of the G group, and I see myself as a very happy, very down-to-earth person and has morals and respect and know that, to leave the children alone. Don't involve them in daily affairs when it comes to the trans and queens and, with this mess that they like to project on us. I'd rather them split the group. The L's, the B's, and the G's, y'all cool. Y'all can stay on that side on the left, because y'all pretty cool. You fucking T's and Q's, y'all need an exorcism. That's what y'all need. Stay on that corner over there on the right. We don't got time for this shit. But let's go ahead for the third time, introduce the man of the hour, the man who has much knowledge and very outspoken, very cool, down to earth, Rambo Master.
Hello. Everything works now. I figured it out.
Yay, it works. It works.
All right. Now,
You ready, buddy? Let's do it. Yay, whiteboard.
Got a whiteboard.
Okay. So we're going to break it down. Society in reverse.
All right.
What that means to you?
Society in reverse. It means society is devolving when we think about it. Because what do we think about the word reverse? We think about, instead of going forward, right, you go backwards, right? Like, for example, let me move this out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
When you get in your car, for most people, those who can't drive manual, I'm going to do automatic. So basically, when you're driving your car, you have your prindle, right? Now think of it like this. You go into drive here to go forward. But if you go in the opposite direction, you go into reverse.
And you go backwards.
You go backwards. So there's my example of what reverse, or society in reverse means. So it feels like we're going backwards on steps.
Yeah, we're definitely going backwards. I just had this title in my head today because the way society has been behaving and the way they speak, not only public society, but even our governments and how they speak and everything is so in reverse. Everything is. I feel like we've done this before and we're doing it again.
Yeah, there's a few things.
Let's make an example with the banking situation.
Yes.
Like, how bad is it that you can't release the funds to your depositors, that the money should be in that bank for them at any time and is protected by the FDIC, and yet at one moment they weren't able to take out their money.
Yeah,
Now,
because usually how a banking system works, usually how they are able to like make their money, and pay their people and stuff like that, is they don't have all your money there at a time. They usually have a
no, they invest
specific
the money.
percentage.
Yeah, because
And
they take your money and they invest it in stupid things, and hopefully hit or stick. If it doesn't hit, they're kind of like, oh, kind of in a scramble. But when they get, because what they do is with the money is they play with it with the stock market. They put it in different programs, different things, and hopefully make that money make money.
and then they're
And
usually
that
able
money
to,
comes back to the bank with interest.
and that's how you're able to get interest fees and all that good stuff.
Exactly.
I just think there needs to be more restriction on what we can do with said money, even though the banks are arguing that there should be less restriction, if I remember correctly.
Banks want less restrictions because that way they can bring in more people.
They can bring more people in, they can bring more money in, they can profit more. However, the consumer wants more restrictions so they can do less with, the money that you put in the bank. Like if that means like a less percentage of, like you have to have like a certain more percentage of your total over income. Like if you have like $10,000 instead of only 10%, maybe they have to keep like 30%. So they have to keep $3,000 just for your account on hand, just for that scenario. Like if it involves increasing that, or other ways of saying, hey, you can't invest in these high risk stocks that are gonna, that have a decent chance of flopping, or a decent chance at like actually making a return, and saying, hey, you can only do safer bets, safer interests. So yeah.
Yeah, and I just feel like this is a test of, because everything's a distraction. Everything that happens, I feel like is a distraction. With the banking, with Trump, with Trump going to jail. I'm still waiting for that to happen. We'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out more tomorrow if they're going to do that or not.
We'll find out.
Which is nuts because a former president being indicted and put in jail, they didn't even do that to Nixon.
I don't know. Yeah, they didn't even do it to him.
They didn't do it to, and he did the worst. He had the Watergate.
Yeah, he did. Watergate scandal.
Come on.
Bad.
It was bad. And this is just hush money that he gave to a sex worker.
Yeah.
That was it. That's it. That's the case. Yo, I banged this girl. I gave her some money to shut the fuck up. And yet the Democrats are giving her more money to speak up and put him under the bus.
Yeah.
So this is a good case of don't go fucking around, because it will come back and bite you.
Yeah, it apparently seems like it.
But wait a minute. Didn't someone else had this kind of issue? I'm just gonna come up with a name. Bill Clinton.
Yes.
With Monica Lewinsky. That he just on her clothes. Yo, he busted it on her clothes. His semen was all over her dress.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what freaky shit they were doing, but what the, like, This is like this is like some scene, some porno scene that she's kneeled down and then he's just jizzing on her like, there you go,
Oh
hon.
boy.
You got some golden shower jizz
Oh
on you.
no.
You got the Clinton juice.
Something I don't want.
Okay, you saw that, right? The spirits are up tonight.
Oh,
I had a book there.
mm-hmm.
The book just flew off.
Crazy.
The book just flew off. It's gonna be a good show. The spirit's been waiting for me to come back. That's why they're like, you know what?
We need you back.
Let me bring him back. Let me get that book. That's one of my favorite books. It flew all the way over here. Holy shit! It flew. One of my favorite books, and it's called "So What Did You Dream Last Night?" And this book, there's no way this book is going to fall again. You know what? Let's turn the lights. Fuck it. Bring the green screen on.
Ooh.
Okay. That was unique. We have the book flying. Do it again. I dare you. Show me your powers. I love it when they do stuff here. This room is so active.
Oh,
For some people, it scares people and they freak out. You see a book flying from one table to another, or things happening. People really do freak out. Me,
it's every day.
Yeah, it's every day, and not only that, I always get impressed by them because they are energy. They are able to let me know what's up and let me know that they're here. And I love it. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, thank you. Give me the energy.
Give it more.
The show. So that's what we were saying. Bill Clinton,
Yes.
Mr. Nutty Professor, and that dude jizzed a lot on the dress. And
yes, he did.
That's how he couldn't deny it. They had evidence, they know it's him. They're like, we know you're just, we got your DNA. Like
it's all over. All of China knows you're here.
But we never saw Bill Clinton get arrested for that.
No, we did not. What
So
president hasn't had sex yet? Let's be real.
Yeah. So what's the difference between Bill Clinton and Donald Trump?
One looks like a Cheeto, and the other one does not.
The other one looks like a Pringle.
Well, one looks like he has a spray tan, like a really bad spray tan.
Yeah, like the orange Pringle.
He's like an orange, Swedish potato. When you skin one of those things.
That cheddar cheese.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's like one of those. What is it called? The troll dolls.
He is a weird one. I'll give you that. He is weird. But Bill Clinton is super weird. Lots of fucking secrets. And that we only found out about that affair.
Full validation. That's a horse.
Yeah, the train.
Validation.
Confirmation train.
Yes. Confirmation bias.
Bill Clinton has been to Epstein Island many, many, many times.
Yes.
Many times. Like, it's hard to count, and it's just no more counting because it's been so many times he's been there. And he has his certain types that he likes.
Yes.
But don't get it twisted. He didn't come alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because he brought his wife.
Yes.
Hillary Clinton. And let me tell you, she loves the Little Mermaid.
Oh.
She loves Little Mermaids.
Crazy. Or she's not going to find any on Epstein Island.
No, but she loves the fish. And she likes fish. She loves the girls.
Oh no,
She loves fish.
not the fish
And
sticks.
trust me, she had plenty at Epstein Island.
Dang. Crazy.
I just feel like we're trapped. We're trapped. We're in reverse. If we're playing Uno, if the world is playing Uno,
I'm playing Dose. I don't know about you guys.
we're in a reverse.
Oh,
We're in
man.
reverse, and it's a red reverse. Because I feel like everything, society, everything has been going backwards. Look at this past year, or let's say the past 2 years. Dealing with the virus, dealing with food shortages,
Yep.
dealing with baby food shortages, pamper shortages, insulin shortages, medication shortage,
Yes.
toilet paper
Hmm.
shortage.
I still have 17 rolls.
I have my rolls over here. I got them right in front of me, so I know that they're there.
Oh, I had a
Yes,
stockpile of them, but that was also because what was it? What was it? Oh, I was really good at TPing people's houses, so never caught.
Fuck that! I'll be at that house picking it up. I'm like, I need that shit.
I use single ply, so like it's in the rain.
Oh my god!
I used
You
single
made me
ply.
cough. You made me cough.
A true mad lad uses double ply. Like, what are you thinking, man?
I use. It's funny how we're talking about society in reverse, and now we come to talking about toilet paper.
Hey, toilet paper is very important to society. You see how society
It's
went when toilet paper was like in shortage? Like we had
crazy.
grandma over here. We had like Granny Smith with like 4 quarts of like toilet paper, and it's like, oh, who's all that toilet paper for? And she's like, me and my husband. And then you're like, whoa, what were you like
Yeah,
that? She's like, I'm going to get my toilet paper. Let me leave.
it was bad.
And the next thing you know, there's like limits on everything. You're like, I wonder why there's limits on everything.
But my problem is, I always buy a case. Like, I buy a big case, and then I have, like, let's say a case of 20 rolls. And
Yeah.
that will last me a long time. And, like, here, I got, what, like, I think like 12 rolls there. I use Charmin.
Yeah,
I
I do
use
too.
Charmin. I
So
use
bad.
red Charmin.
Ooh.
The red is the best. It's the strength and the softness, and
Yeah.
it cleans so much easier and faster. I tried the blue before. I'm not a fan of it, but the Charmin Red, I love it. I wish they could sponsor me, since they sponsor all these transgenders and boys who wants to be girls. How about boys that are boys and they don't need to trans to anything because they're in love with who they're with and they're happy? How about
Yes.
sponsoring us? And I'll fucking put out Charmin. I'll be like, Charmin,
Hey,
when
what's
men,
good, bud?
when
Where's
men,
my toilet
women,
paper?
queers, and queens can wipe their ass and clean their veggies.
I'm surprised they haven't started propaganda against the bidet.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a battle.
Oh man, battle for the
That's
ages.
that's that's one for Japan.
Yep. Thought the
Japan.
wise that day.
I don't think Japan is even having this problem like this how we're having in the United
No,
States
they
with
would.
this LGBTQ. I hate saying the LGB because I don't want to include the T and the Q anymore.
The LGBT. No, wait. You're wrong. It's LGBTQIA plus.
LMNOP, QRX, YZ123.
Wait, we giving them the alphabet.
I gave them the alphabet and I gave them 123.
Nice.
I
Nice,
gave them
great.
X and Y because they don't know their X and Y chromosomes. So pretty soon they're gonna, break down their molecules to
Yay.
distinguish if they're non-binary or so
Okay.
forth. I'm like, when you open a rabbit hole, see how deep the rabbit hole goes? It goes deep. It goes deep.
Very deep.
And it has channels, it has different, like, they'll say, oh, look, that's green. And it's really blue, but he's going to try to convince everybody that it's green. And he wins,
Wow.
because then they'll start agreeing. Maybe one or two will disagree, but that's where he sends his people after them to shut them the fuck up. So that's how society is today, especially with the trans society. That group, man. They're like mafias.
Yeah. There's like
You
the
know,
Godfather and everything. It's like, oh.
I thought that group, because I'm not part of that group. I don't reference to that group. I never had any applications or any inform anything of that group. I don't care for it at all. I don't take part of any of their festivities. It's just not my group. And yet they are mafias. And their people really are vicious. They are. Because remember, you got to understand, a lot of these people, they're like rejects. And they're vicious. And vicious rejects coming after you, especially about your beliefs, is concerning. And I thought, what happened to all the love, the peace, the happiness, and all the good stuff that comes with that group, supposedly? Man, I think they're the ones that are killing more people out there than anything else. Having kids try to transition at a young age, like,
That's not good.
that's not good.
I was gonna say, like, I don't mind the process. I just don't believe that they should be pushing it on smaller children because I think that's very predatory, in my
And
opinion.
this
That
thing,
and they're very young. And here's the thing: they already got a lot of things to worry about. The last thing.
uh-oh, your volume went out. We'll give you a moment to see if your volume comes back up. But my thing is that, like, there's a time and a place for everything, and transsexuals it's not really meant for children. Like queens, drag shows, all those things. That's not for children, and they're trying to push it onto the children at a young age. And I would have been very, very, if I put myself at their age, 5 years old, and I remember my first day of school. I remember when I went to school and I cried. I cried because one, my father wasn't there, and two, my mom was there, but my mom was very encouraging. She was really like encouraging me to go, but I was really scared because I didn't know what I was getting into. And once they got me into the classroom, I was very like distant, because I didn't really know anybody. I don't trust anybody. I'm like really, I'm Ricky in the corner. That's who I am. And then, like, the teacher, she was always trying to like encourage me, but I didn't really need encourage. I just felt like I was in a weird place. And like, imagine going through that stage of trauma and then having these teachers come out with pronouns and you don't know what the fuck is a pronoun. And then they say that they're going to have drag queens come out and perform. Like, imagine little Ricky at 5 years old, scared as hell, crying, like freaked out about school, yet alone having to learn pronouns at the very beginning, and then I have to watch a drag show. I'm fucking scarred. I'm fucking scarred. It's scary. It's very, very scary. It's something I'm still thinking, and I feel for the kids now, the young kids that have to go through this. That's pressure. That's unnecessary pressure. All you're doing is you softening them up so that way when they get older, it's kind of like when you have a dog, right? You try to get them and get their senses accustomed and used to certain things. Like you will get a ball pit, right? And you put your puppies in there so they can get stimulated by the touch and how the balls are and how they feel. So you do certain things to stimulate them. Same thing with cutting their nails. Same thing with like taking to the vet. You have to stimulate them to make sure that they're calm at a later age. That's all they're doing with the young kids now. They're calm. They're trying to calm them down at a young age, so that way when they get older, they're like, oh yeah, I remember that when I was in kindergarten, that I had a drag queen came in and half naked and dancing all over the floor, and I had to use pronouns like they, them, and she, her. Or if they were no, stupid non-binary. What the fuck is non-binary? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make. Once you open up that rabbit hole, you're gonna keep opening up, and it's just gonna open, and it's like a can of worms, and the worms are going everywhere. You can't do that. Two genders, male, female. That's it. That's it. And if later in life you don't like your sex, okay. If you want to chop off your dick, that's called a sex change. What was so hard about that? What was so hard about sex change? People treat it like it's new. This has been going on for a very long time. This is not new. That's what it said. Society is in reverse. It's not new, ladies and gentlemen. This has been going on for a very, very long time. Very long. Before that I was born. Before a lot of you were born. This has been going on. And here in 2023, we're stuck with the same fucking issues. These transsexual stuff and racism. Racism is never going away. That's like the go-to card. That card is like a forever. That's like an infinity card. It can be used at any time, anywhere. What happened to progression? What happened to moving forward? What happened to society? Why is society a mess? Why can't society figure this out? And how come we continue to repeat history from different generations to the generations of today? How come we're not moving forward and we keep moving in reverse and making us repeat over and over and over again society problems? Racism should have been done with a long time ago. That issue shouldn't even be an issue. But it keeps coming back and keeps coming back with vengeance. It's worse than a fucking Jason movie. Jason movie, I mean, He comes back and he kills and kills, but keeps dying and then coming back. That's what I feel like racism is. How about love one another? Can we try that instead of the racism? Love thy neighbor. What happened to that? I don't know. I hear crickets. That sucks, because that's why I question the Bible. That's why I question all religion, even the Quran, even like Allah, and everyone, even the Buddhists. I question everything. That's why I feel more atheist. I feel more atheist because of it. Because everything's just really screwed up with all your religions put together right now, and everyone has their teachings. Everyone, caught up with the book, and look at how society is right now. What good did that book do? What good did those books do? And if you have society that wants to start World War III, what good are your religions? What are they good for? Absolutely nothing. You are not in control. Religion is not in control. There's other people that are in control of everything that's going on, and people are not realizing this. They keep getting stuck with the religion and getting stuck in their mental brainwash of religion. It's like, open your eyes and see what religion has done to people, especially the kids. You don't hear nobody talking about that. Oh, wait. What happened? Rambo. That's my computer died. No! The kids, and how the Catholic Church and other churches, not only Catholic, use the R word on kids. The strong R word on kids. And we're talking about hundreds and thousands. This goes way back. Way back. Hey, you know what? Let me tell you a secret. All religions do it. All religions use that R word. All. Not one is genuine. And look where we at today. What did it do to society? Society's all fucked up. Everyone's fucking not happy. Everyone's selfish. No one helps each other out anymore. Nobody's there for each other. Nobody cares anymore. Having a friend, it's like, sometimes it's like having a knife behind you. Because it's like, yeah, I'm your friend. Till the end, hidey ho, ha ha ha. With a fucking knife behind you. So what type of friend is that? You know what I mean? I'm a friend when you need me, and then if I don't fit your narrative, I'm not your friend. Okay, well then we were never friends from the beginning. You were an acquaintance then. So everything in this world, I feel like we're being controlled, and it's through our minds. And everything we do, we really don't do it freely. something is sent to our signal in our minds to do things, to do certain things, say certain things, like they have you. And you want to know how they improved that signal to your brain? You know, people say, oh, 5G, 5G. 5G's been around for a very long time, okay? It's not new. It's something that was like way back, like 90s. It's like old, you know? But they're bringing it out now like it's new. The ones that you need to worry is once you get into the 7, 6, 7, 8, once you start getting up there, where they're going to be projecting people on you put it on a device and then it's going to project people like shows in 3D, and people are going to be watching their shows projectically, and it's going to look real. The colors are going to look legit. It's going to look real. It's going to look cool, and it's like, what the fuck? That's the future. That's what's coming to. Like, there's a lot of things that are coming, but these are already pre-imagined things. These things already been imagined. They're just stuck in warehouses, and this is when it's ready. That's when they release it to the people and put that information out to the people, and then they study those people from a distance. You know how? Because they listen to you. They listen to you through the devices, through your cell phone, through your computer, through your television, through anything from a Ring bell to your speaker from Amazon. All those devices listen to you 24 hours, 7 days a week. Put it this way, I wouldn't doubt if they already have like a thermal system like on televisions, so they feel your body heat, so they know you're at home. I'm telling you, the future, it's all about control. Control your herd. And you need to know what your herd is doing at all times. You know, if one of your herd, get out of line, you got to bring them back online. I'm telling you, this society is such a controlled society. They think they're free. You're not free. You're trapped. You're trapped. And it's a trap where it's going to be hard to get out from. Very hard to get out from. Because you're given a certain amount of time in life. Okay? And within those time frames, you're going to have other lifetimes that are going to interfere with your lifetime. Okay? So let's say, for instance, a lifetime will be every 10 years. Right? So we'll go like 10 years. So right now I'm in my 40s. So I'm in the 40 timeline. So I'm having someone that's in the 80s timeline instructing everything that has to be going on with this world. This is President Biden, because he's in the 80s. He's the head of the world, of the United States, pretty much. He's the leader. So everything he says and does trickles down to all the timelines. 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, 10s. And then you have the littles, the babies. And I feel a lot of the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 40s. Not really so much of 40s, more of the 50s and 60s that are really loving the control. They love to control. That timeline right now, they just love it. and they don't want to give it up. But remember, they're going to get older, and they're going to be pushed out by those from underneath, and they're going to be moving up the timeline, and we get to enjoy that timeline and help and be able to help society. But society has to be one with each other, and we can't even get along. You know, I feel like they do this on purpose. I think the Democrat, they do this on purpose. They love to divide and conquer. Like, look at Joe Biden when he said, if you're not black, you know, what is it? If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Who says that? You had a white guy say that to a black person. If you want to be honest, we're going to use colors? Okay. I'm not colorblind. The dude was a white guy telling a black guy that if you don't vote for a white guy, you're not black. That's fucking weird. That's and I don't even know how the hell he won. I can't talk about it too much on YouTube. They don't like it. But do I have to bring in like information from Fox News or CNN or MSNBC? So I'm allowed to say it because it's public knowledge and it's public talk. And if media could use it, we contactors, or us, the creators, can use it too. So, and I see visions. So I see what these people do, and they're very creepy. Every single one of them in Washington. Every single one of them. It's sad. It's so sad. And then you wonder how the hell these people got voted in to begin with. Who votes these people in? Oh, us the people. We vote for these people to be in their positions. It's like, so the people are the ones who are the ones at our risk. We're the ones that we did this to ourselves. We screwed ourselves with these people. All we can hope for is, as time moves forward, hopefully the younger generations can realize and see and listen to people like me, people like this, people that talk real, and people who are really into getting the word out, and it's a distraction on the mind, because the younglings are being attacked at an early age. You know what I mean? So they're undercutting us, waiting until they get older to, help them help us in the future, because the young are our future. Do I have to bring in the Dolly Parton song? Because she has her song, and hold on 1 second. Let me finish something here real quick. Let me take a little break because let me get something to drink. I'll be right back, and we'll start this up again real quick. I gotta get something. But this is the worst one to put. So I'll be right back. Welcome back to my Mind Over Your Matter. Got a little something to eat and smoking my medicine again. I remember when I was a kid, I had a crush. I had a crush on Whitney Houston. And the song that I got my crush on with her was I Want to Dance with Someone or Somebody. And my parents knew. They knew. And I would blush every time I would see her. And she won my heart, you know. The way she sang, like a little boy growing up, right? But then it all changed with her, you know, and then I changed. And that love wasn't really there anymore. And kind of ruined my love. And this is back in the 80s. It must have been like 85, 86. If people were to go back to relive my life, they're like, wow, very, very unique life. Weird. But relive every day of my life. I don't think you will want to. You wouldn't want to. There's a lot of things in my life that I went through. And if someone wants to live my life, they're in for a punishment. It's like, it's tough. It was a tough life. I had a tough life. And right now, I'm happy in my life. You know, I'm going through my health issues, you know, because I am going through health issues. You know, I'm not hiding that or sugarcoating it. I am, you know, I have issues with my sugar. I do have issues with my stomach. And my stomach has been giving me problems again. This happens like every 3 years. I have like every 3 to 4 years, I have to have a surgery for them to open my stomach to remove scar tissue from within, because the scar tissue in my stomach continues to grow, and they tend to wrap around my intestines and choke out my intestines. Say that 3 times. Shit. So they have to go in there and they have to open me up. They have to put cameras, and then they have to go in and cut out the excess skin, the internal. And usually that surgery lasts about 5 hours, 5 to 10 hours. The last time it lasted, I went into surgery at 3 o'clock. I didn't get back into my room. It was probably like 3:30 in the morning. It was actually, no, it was I think it was a 10-hour surgery. I had a 10-hour surgery, overnight surgery. Fucking crazy. And I survived that. I was in the hospital for a week for that one. I mean, I've been in the hospital for a year for a surgery that I had, and you know, that's my PTSD. You know what I mean? I think I can smoke as much weed as possible. It doesn't matter. My PTSD will always bring those memories back, and I always have to talk about what I went through. it's a punishment. It's reliving over and over in my head. But when I had this issue in my stomach with the scar tissue, the doctors didn't know what was going on. And I'm telling them, I'm having this strong pain in my stomach. It's just unreal, and they sent me to do a CAT scan, and they don't see nothing. They take me to an ultrasound scan, like how they give the pregnant women to see what's inside. And then they take me to the CT scan and x-rays, and then the CT scan. Then, good thing we had a good doctor, internal doctor. He went in there and he first, well, before he went in there, he was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And I was telling him I'm having the sharp pains in my stomach. It just won't go away. The x-rays don't show nothing. The MRIs don't show nothing. The CT scan, I don't know if it's showing or what. He's like, well, I was able to see something. So what I'm going to do is you're going to have surgery. Okay? I'm like, fuck. He's like, we're going to take you in today. I was like, today? Like, yeah, I have to do this right away. And I'm like, what time? He's like, I'm going to get you on the table by 3 o'clock. He was from another country, so I'm kind of trying to imitate his voice. Like, I'm gonna get you in there at around 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. He's like, you sure you know what you're doing? He's like, Rick, I got you. I know you. I was like, yeah, I know you too, but this is a different surgery. This is like, he's like, I'm gonna explore in there and take the camera and put it in you. I'm gonna look around, and if I need to do work, I'll work. If I don't see nothing, then you'll be back in your room. Okay. Takes me to the ER room. Like an hour. Taking that ER. It takes me to the surgery. They take me to the surgery. They prep me up, so I'm like ready at 3 o'clock at the table. He's like, hey, Rick. I was like, hey, Doc, you ready? He's like, yeah, like I told you. If it's not so bad, we get done real quick, But if it's bad, then, we're going to be staying here tonight. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, well, I hope it goes well. He's like, I got you. We're going to put you to sleep now, okay? So, you got the thing there? Okay, you ready? And the anesthesiologist comes to me. It's like, all right, Rick, you ready for this? I was like, I've done this so many times. I try to like break a record staying up to see how long I stay up while you pump this medication in my veins. Because it's not a mask they put on me. They put the propofol through my bloodstream. She's like, I don't think you're gonna get to 2 seconds. I go, I'm gonna try 3. I'm going the 3 count. She's like, you think you make it to 3? I go, I'm gonna try my hardest to make it to 3. I was like, all right, I think you might win. You seem strong. I was like, thank you. Just like, don't worry, have a great rest. All right, I'll see you when we wake you up. And she puts in the medicine, and I'm like, all right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, out. Out at 3. That's all it took. Is real quick. They put it in me, and then I was in like limbo all that time. Like it was like the abyss because it's so long. It's so black, and you're not hearing nothing. You're just out of it, and it's like next thing you know, you're waking up, right? And you're like, oh fuck, this pain in their fucking stomach, like, oh fuck. Doctor's like, hey Rick, how you doing? I'm like, Doc, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, Rick, I went in there and I put the camera in there, and then it was like a forest. I had to go in there and work. I was like, work? It's like, yeah, I didn't get out here until like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, your surgery is like 10 hours long. 10 hours? Yeah, we had to switch shift too, and had other nurses come in help, and they had to take breaks, and it was a lot of work, Rick. You had a lot of skin tissue wrapped around your intestines. I was like, huh? Yeah, the one I was having the pain, you know? Yeah, I'm surprised too because it doesn't show in the scans. I was like, that's how people die. The doctor's like, yep, that's true. So my case is a little different because those machines don't pick up my scar tissue that develops inside of me. So every 3 to 4 years, I have to go in for surgery, and I think my time is now to do the surgery again. So I'm trying to figure it out until my stomach really tells me I have to go. Like, it usually gives me a sign. It gives me like this sharp pain in my fucking stomach. So I know when it's time to go in for the surgery and stuff. So yeah, but let me see. I saw Rambo was there. Rambo, if you want to come back, try to come back on. I'll bring you on. As just I was talking about my experience, it's always interesting, to listen to that experience. Then I had other experiences that I've had, but that's a recent one. That's what I'm going through at the moment. I'm having issues with my stomach again, and it tends to be the scar tissue redeveloping inside of me that needs to be operated. So I'm trying to see if maybe this month that's coming up, May, if actually April, if I could do the surgery and get everything out from within, get the scar tissue out, so that way I could take vacation because I'm planning on going to Puerto Rico, and I want to say May, and I might go to Miami in May for a few days. I'll probably go 3 days in Miami, and then 3 days in a week in Puerto Rico. So we could figure that out. I would love to go to Miami for 3 days so I could go to the beach. I could go to the Marlins game. I could go to Hialeah, get some croquetas, like a croqueta sandwich, and the guayaba, and meat pastries, and all the different foods that is out there that I've had experience as a young jit. There's a lot of restaurants that are still there, like they're over 40, 50 years old, 60 years old, like, and they're there like perfect condition because they take care of it. It's history. A lot of these restaurants down there, and they preserve them, and they have great food. That's one thing about Miami. Besides all the killings and stuff like that happening, that always happens out there. So that's nothing new and does not scare me. Like that spring break shooting, that always happens. That's nothing new. A lot of the stuff, they bring it in from the outside there, but South Beach, if it's not spring break or any of these breaks, South Beach is very peaceful. It's peaceful. You have some druggies that are out there, yeah, but like they're more discreet. Not like New York or LA. Like they're out, like they walk around like zombies. Um, Miami does have a homeless, issue like everyone else does. So it's not. But the violence that has sparked recently in Miami I think, is more related to, trying to get shit solved, and and there's beef out on the streets. There's everywhere. Just New York. I think just today they arrested like 32 gang members from Queens, New York. They arrested 32 gang members. So there's like a clean sweep of these things, and they all had guns too, and they confiscated all their guns. They had like so many guns. Holy shit! They showed a table full of guns. I was like, damn, that's a lot of freaking guns. That's crazy. Confirmation train coming. Uh, but there's a lot of things that are happening. And I'm not gonna let anything try to ruin my parade. Or my happiness. Why is my battery running low? For some reason, I pulled out the battery plug from my computer. It was telling me I had my battery was low. I was like, what? Gotta plug that sucker in. So now I know it lasts a while. It lasts only like 2 hours without batteries. I mean, it should last a little longer than that. That's because I have a couple of windows open too. So, and I'm producing a live show. So I have the camera on and everything that's running from the computer. All the power is running from the computer. So it did last a good while. That's cool. Confirmation train. But Miami's problem is the tourism. A lot of the school kids come from around the country and they flock over to Miami. And I mean, you need to warn them beforehand, like at the airport, before even they get out. Just let them know about what to do, what not to do. Give them the rules of the city, and keep the peace and don't interact so much, or like not interact so much, but not harass the residents, that's been living there for years, especially in South Beach. I mean, the residents there are fed up with this party shit that goes down every year, because they harass the residents that live there. And they don't feel safe there. That week that you have all these kids that are all over the town, and you're trying to live your life and trying to get your groceries done and try to like live your life, and you can't because you have all these tourists and kids everywhere. The little bakery that you used to go to and enjoy a coffee, you can't even do it with all these kids. So it's tough out there in Miami. When it comes to spring break and so forth, it's just me. I was born and raised out there, so I used to avoid that shit. We used to go to other different beaches and stuff like that. If it was spring break, we would head out to Fort Myers. We used to go to Fort Myers and go to a beach called Lovers Key Beach in Fort Myers. Sunnyvale, Fort Myers area. I don't know if it's there anymore because Hurricane Ian went through there and fucked it up. So, that park is not there. I don't know what they're doing for the future or so forth. I don't know how far along they are with their recuperating from the storm. That place was devastated by a Category 4 hurricane. It's just, how we forget about people, right? We're living our lives, but major disasters has happened in this world and in our country, and yet we forget about those people. We forget about the hurricanes that hit Florida this past year. It's like we every day we get distracted, so we forget. So a lot of things that happened in the past gets forgotten unless someone brings it up, and then they refresh your mind, and they're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Damn, I forgot they stopped talking about that. That's what happens a lot with society. and I feel like media they do that a lot. They like to like have you forget things, and distract you because it's all distraction. But my favorite beach got destroyed by the hurricane, so I don't even know what's left of the beach. I don't know what, like, I'm going down to Florida. I will be going down to Florida this year for about 3 or 4 days. I wanted to go check out some stuff there, and then head up to, once I'm done with Florida, go over to Puerto Rico for another 6 days. Um, about 6, 7 days. I say I don't count the days of travel, so I count the days that I'm there. Traveling days are traveling days. Um, but I want to go throughout the island. I want to do my show, but on the road, and that'll be interesting. Um, if I'm able to do a show, maybe I have to rent a room at a hotel one night and use their internet to do my show from Puerto Rico. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to the future. This year, like I told everyone in the beginning of the year, I want everyone to have the best year possible. You know what I mean? Live this year like it's the last year of your life. Like, enjoy this summertime that's coming up, spring, summer, like fall, winter, but enjoy this year. Enjoy the vacation time, especially the summertime vacation. Please enjoy it. Like, enjoy your life. Bring fun into your life and peace into your life and happiness. That's what we need, is to focus on yourself. If we could focus on ourselves, if everyone focused on themselves, the world wouldn't have so much problems that we have today. We're all up on everybody else's business and we don't even have our business under control. You know what I mean? It's like, look in the mirror, bitch, and take care of that reflection. That's what needs to happen. Take on that reflection. You're the one that's fucking up the world. So let's make this world a better place. The reflection don't lie. The leader speaks, but the reflection don't lie. But this year, I have a lot of plans, like a lot of things I want to be doing. Like, I want to be going to this lake. It's kind of cool lake. It's actually the water. They filtrate the water. It's super clear, the water. Super, super clear. It has a system, like a whole system where they take out the water, filtrate it, and pump it back into the lake. And it's so clear when you go into the water, and it's like, wow, it's nice. A lot of people like to go there to sunbathe and get in the water because the water's so clear, and people like to do their laps. I just stand and try to do some of my exercises in the water, and I like to be around my friends and just talk, and have some gossip. I guess they like to gossip, so I just there to listen. They know I'm a psychic, so they like to ask me questions and stuff about their personal stuff. So I have my conversations with them. And that's the cool thing about being a psychic, especially having a psychic friend that hangs out and goes to the pool and all that stuff. And I feed you my information for free. That thing just comes out like it's like 1,000 miles per hour. And it's so much fun. I always have a good time when I do that. And then we're going to be going to some other stuff within the river and going to different lakes from around the state. We're going to be going to New York. Going to be going camping. Probably go camping maybe 2 times this year. So we got a whole plan like for this year. When it comes down to vacation, I was even thinking about going to Orlando for like 6 days, um, just to hang out in Orlando and maybe go to the parks. It'd be nice to go to like Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure and maybe Volcano Bay. It would be nice to go and experience. So I'm looking into all that and see what can happen for this year. So I want this year to be a great year. It's my 43rd year of life, and I want it to be a good year. And I want to enjoy my life to the fullest. And I think everyone else should too. Everyone should have a good life and have plans for the summer. Make some plans. Like, it doesn't have to be so like mine, Mine just live different, because it's me and my partner. So it's like we talk together and we make the plans together. But if you're a single person or a single mom or even a grandma, get out. Get out of the home. Let's go to bingo. Go to a cruise, go on a cruise. Go you and your girlfriend, go on a cruise and you could go play bingo and enjoy nice nightlife and enjoy the food and enjoy the good company of meeting new people. It's cool, it's fun, especially as an older person that it's single and ready to mingle. It's nice. It's cool to live life, Don't always have to be depressed, Try to bring yourself up and enjoy life. Life is good, Don't waste it. And then for the youngies, for the young, 40s, us in the 40s, man, get your ass out and go have some fun. You know what I mean? Do things that bring you fun in your life, Like, if you want to go camping, go camping. If you want to go fishing, go fishing. If you want to, whatever you want to do, just do. You want to go to the Broadway show, go to the Broadway show. I want to go to the Broadway show. If you're going to a Broadway show, invite me. I'll go with you. Actually, me and my partner were thinking about going to a Broadway show. We want to go to a Broadway show. So I was like, well, figure it out. I mean, we have to figure it out. Because if we go, we're going to stay in the room. We're not going to drive over there, drive to the show and then watch the show and then drive back home. No. I want to chill, I want to have a good time, enjoy New York, and then sleep up the night. And then in the morning, I just drive back, no problems. But I want to do that in the future. It may happen this year. Who knows? Who knows? I like spontaneous trips. I like trips that just pops up into my mind and I'm like, yeah, let's do that. I want to go to Niagara Falls again. I want to go to Niagara Falls again. I want to take some more content, more video. Definitely want to show off a little bit more of the scenery. But I wanted to go to the Canadian side. I didn't want it to stay in the American side. I think the next time I want to go from the Canadian side. So we're working on getting our passports renewed. I need to get mine renewed. My partner too. I think he has to get his renewed. And then once it's renewed, we'll go right to Canada. And I want to actually rent a room in Canada for a few days. But I want the room to be facing Niagara Falls. So it's going to be a little pricey. I mean, it's not that pricey, but it is, the view does cost. So I'm trying to see if I can find a good room at a good rate, at a good hotel, and be able to see the beauty of the Niagara Falls from the Canadian side. I mean, that's awesome. I want a really good view. So I got to check out the hotels. I haven't done it yet, but if you have any suggestions, you can leave it to me in the comments, and I can read it later on hotels and the Canadian side for Niagara Falls. which has the best views. And what is your opinions on? Did you enjoy it? I mean, I think there's a lot of more things to do on the Canadian side than it is on the American side. The American side is more, they don't have no entertainment. They have the casino, and that's about it. And then they have like some restaurants, but that's about it. The Canadian side, I just feel like like it's more fair. Like they have like more things to do. They have a Ferris wheel. The American side doesn't have the Ferris wheel. It's like, so we're talking about it, and we do want to go to Niagara Falls, but the Canadian side, we'll pass by the American side so we could see it and stuff, but we're going to the Canadian side. And then, yeah, and we'll see from there. See, Ohio, we kind of like, we're thinking about not going to Ohio. And the only reason why is because of what happened in East Palestine with the chemical, accident from the derailment. I think we're not gonna go to. I don't think we're going to Ohio just because we don't want to, like. I know it's not in the air and so forth, but it's like I don't know if we want to put ourselves out there because those chemicals are not good, and you don't need so much for you to get sick from it. And I don't know if I want to go to Ohio. So we're probably putting the X on that. But I would love to go back to Dollywood. I really would. I like Dollywood, like the park. I like the area. I like Gallinsburg. Gallinsburg is pretty cool. Like I love Chucky, the freaking gas place called Chucky. It's what's it called? I forget the name of the place. It's called Chucky. It's a damn beaver. Damn, I forget the name. Bucky. I think it was his name. Bucky. Yeah, Bucky. I call him Chucky. Bucky's. They have really good sandwiches, really good food. It's a huge freaking gas station, like so huge. It had like at least 100 pumps, at least. I am just giving me an estimate. It could be like 90 something pumps, but still, that is a lot. That is a lot of freaking cars all putting gas, and it's flowing, and people are not really waiting. They get in their gas and they're going. And that's where I went to get gas. We filled up there. And it was the best because like we went to Atlanta and then we came back and then like I was like, fuck it, I want to fill up the car. So I went to Buc-ee's and filled it up. And I got me the almonds with the machine, and they have like it's like cinnamon. They put, I think it's like some sugar, and it's like almonds, and it's really good. They usually sell them in the fairs, and they have sandwiches, very good sandwiches. They're gummies. Everything is like it's all like their brand of food, but it's like really good food, and the candies and stuff. There's so many different peanuts and stuff to buy for the house. Like they have like. It's like a store, you can buy things for the house. You can buy gifts if you want to give it away to people. I mean, but they have really good items. And I was impressed. I was like, damn, they have really good things for the house. I mean, didn't go there to buy stuff for the house, but I was like, damn, it does look nice, and everything's on a good price, and it's pretty cool. It was really cool. I want to go back again. I'm like, it's like a yearly thing. I want to go to Buc-ee's to see what they have, and to go back to Tennessee to actually go over to Dollywood and enjoy a day at the park, and then go to Gatlinburg and go to Anarchista, because I that's the one we missed. We didn't go to Anarchista. We went to another place, the one that goes up the hill and it has the bridge. We did that for a vacation. That was scary. That bridge was so fucking scary. I have pictures of it. Um, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like Johannesburg. I really do. I want to do it again. Um, I want to do it this year, so we got to figure it out. We got a lot of figuring it out here, but you know, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It'll happen, But I want everybody out there who's listening to me not feel jealous or or something like that. But I want you to have a good time. I want you to enjoy your summer. I want you to enjoy your vacation. And if you can't get one, I'm sorry, and you can watch mine, and and be entertained by it. I remember it was wild that I couldn't go on vacation, and it's like it sucked, because sometimes, like, there's so many reasons. For me, it was health reasons. I couldn't really do much because of my health, but there's a lot of people that have like financial issues, and they can't do vacations. There's like they don't have the money, you know, and that sucks. It's sad, They work their ass off and they don't have the money to even splurge on themselves. It's horrible, And well, we hope, and things will turn around, and they'll be able to get a vacation and at least go somewhere, for a few days. I mean, we're fortunate that we can, space out the time to do it, and get things done. And like the vacations that we're going on, it's like it's a lot. It's not a lot like cash wise, but it's a lot to do. Niagara Falls is not easy to get around. I walk with a cane, so it's not really easy to get around. I have really, really bad knees. Today, I thought my knee was going to give out on me, my right knee. I thought my right knee was going to be bye-bye. It held up. I had a shopping cart, so I was pretty happy. It held up. But I'm having problems with my joints, and I think it's the medication that I take for my sugar. I think it's fucking up my joints and my knees. So tomorrow morning, I gotta call my primary doctor and ask her, because my knees are getting really bad. And not only that, but it's like everything is happening to me is happening to me harder. So like I'm having the issues with my stomach, but then I'm also having issues with my knees. And it's like hitting me at the same time. So I'm like, fuck. It's like double sucks. I would hate to have 2 surgeries this year. That would be so bad if that was to happen. I mean, it's okay to do it. I just go ahead and do it. But the recovery is what sucks, because it's a lot of work. And it's like, especially the knee. The knee, like my stomach put me in the hospital for a year. So they're both crazy. They're just crazy. And for me, I'm traumatized. I have PTSD because of it. And to think about it, it's just making me itch. Like I want to scratch my head, and like I feel weird because it's just I've had a lot of surgeries. A lot. And I'm still here, motherfuckers. Man, what happened to Rambo? Rambo disappeared. What happened to him? I'm gonna call the search party for him. It's like we haven't. Hold on, let me see if I can send a search party. Damn phone. The spirit started off the show throwing the book across the damn room. I was like, we started off the show. The spirits came in and said, yeah, here you go, Rick. Like, what the hell? Threw my book. Threw my book all the way over to the corner. I had to go and get it. I like that book. It's a nice book. Y'all should go get a copy and read it. It's not a big book, but it's like a little starter. It was given to me as a gift. Oh shit. Remember that 6ix9ine character? That Tashika or whatever? Takeshi 6ix9ine is his name? Well, he was severely beaten in an ambush attack in a gym sauna. He was then rushed to the hospital. They don't know his condition. But he was beat up inside a gym sauna. You're gonna get to him at one point. No, he just busted up. He's nothing wrong with him. He just got hit a whole bunch of times. He got a big forehead. We're gonna bring it up real quick. I can bring it up on TMZ over here. Let me see if I can bring it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let me find it. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Let me, this is courtesy of TMZ. Let me share my, 1 second, share. All right, there he is. That's 6ix9ine. He got beat up. It seems like he got beaten up by a group of men inside a South Florida gym. With injury so bad, the controversial rapper was rushed to the hospital by ambulance. Okay. I don't know why he didn't have his bodyguard there with him. Tuesday, LA. This is, you would think you would have a bodyguard. You know what I mean? You would think you would have a bodyguard in a Florida gym. Okay. So the gym is called LA Fitness. Hello. I wouldn't even trust a place like, if I was famous like that, I would not trust a public gym like that. Yeah, you have to have membership to go into the gym, but that's a public gym. You know what I mean? That's the public. That's not like a private gym, like your own gym at home. That's not. Oh man, that's not good. Okay, so basically, okay, this was at a spa. This was on Tuesday at a LA Fitness when all of a sudden he was attacked by several guys without warning. 6ix9ine tried to fight off the combatants,
but there were too many of them, beating him to a pulp before fleeing. 6ix9ine did not have security with him at the time of the attack. Gym staff heard the commotion and immediately notified a manager. Police and EMS were then called to the scene, and he was transported to a hospital by ambulance. We've obtained a photo of 6ix9ine taken from the hospital where you can see the damage to his face. With gashes and swelling, we told he also suffered injuries to his jaw, ribs, and his back. The next step is planned to call the feds to make sure 6ix9ine gets the protection he clearly needs. Remember, he was granted early release from federal prison after cooperating with authorities to land several of his gang member cohorts behind bars. It's clearly uncertain if the gym attack had anything to do with 6ix9ine cooperation. So this dude right here, he's a snitch. He snitched out, I guess, to about the gang and stuff. And a lot of the main gang members are in jail. They're trapped in jail. He was able to get out on a plea deal. Like if he was to rat them out, he would get out from like a get out free card from jail. So I guess they caught up to him finally with no security. That's crazy. You go to a LA Fitness with no security, you're looking for it. Hold on. Let's put him to the side. You're looking for it. You're looking to get your ass whooped. Like, let me see something. I'm trying to change the cameras, trying to see which one's the best one. I'm really trying to figure this out because I really don't know how this thing works. Let me see. Man, Rambo, I hope Rambo's okay, man. He needs to let me know in the chat room if he's here. If he's okay. Like, I don't know if something happened to his computer or what's going on. No, I don't want the full screen layout. Again, I want it to be bigger, so I guess this way and have me small. That sucks. Because I can't make it. I can make it big. I can see it big, but you guys can see it small. Okay, this dude. Let me see. They need better pictures, but from the sideways, he looks like he has a bump here. Like they probably kicked him or something in the head. And then he's gonna have bruising around his eye. They must have stomped him in the face. His nose doesn't look broken. I mean, this angle you can't really tell. You can't really tell his nose. And you can't tell the other side if they did anything. His face, it just has some blood on it. But, I mean, whatever they did, they did it quick, but I don't see so much. I need some more pictures. This is not enough. Not enough to make a judgment call on it. I mean, it needs a little bit more content because that's not enough picture. Let me see if they have any other pictures. No. They don't have any other pictures. Okay, so 6ix9ine, that's him. We can see a gallery. That's him. Like, why would he sing in his underwear? Like, that's disgusting. You know why he can't put on clothes and sing? Why does he have to look like that? You guys seeing what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys are seeing what I'm saying. Like this, see, like these guys, like, what is he doing? Like, I feel like they feel like they're too important. Like they feel like he's too, like, he feels like he's something. But all he is just the moment. That's all he's living, is a moment. Like who goes up stage and dances in their underwear? Like, look how ugly he looks. Like, would you date? Where's my girls at? Because there ain't no girl talk on here. I need some girl opinion. No, what happened to everybody? Everybody just, they didn't do nothing tonight. Let me see. Send that message out. I wonder if he's coming back or not, because I haven't heard from him in a long time. But this dude dancing in his underwear. Like, he showed his little balls and his wee wee. And he's supposed to be like, that doesn't make sense. Put on some clothes. Look at this dude. And then look at the people that are looking at the show. Like, they're even people that aren't even looking. This one's looking up. This one's looking forward. This one's looking forward. This one's looking here, here. And then what is he doing? They're not really paying attention to him. They're not even helping him. He's taking a picture of what? His stomach? Because the picture he's getting right there is just a straight up stomach. And he's laughing that he's getting a picture of his stomach. And then this one here, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm just going by it. Like, he throws himself into people, right? He don't know those people. How about one of those people are out to kill him? You know what I mean? So he puts himself into harm's way. So this is how he performs. That's it. That's it. So this dude here, he got his ass whooped. I guess he's in the hospital. Maybe they'll come up with more pictures, because right now I can't do so much, with what I got here. It just, yeah, he looks like he's a little swollen. His face looks swollen. Maybe he got punched a few times in the head, or they stomped on him on his head, or maybe on his face and punched him on his face or something. He just looks a little out of it. He got blood. You can tell around his ear. So he was bleeding a little bit more than what is shown. But, like, show the other side. Don't give me an incomplete face, only one side of your face. I can't determine what the hell happened. That's not good. So that's that with him. All these distractions. I knew they were going to get him one day. I saw that vision of someone getting him and fucking him up. Maybe this is it. But there's somebody that's gonna kill his ass. But this world's a crazy world, as you can see. Look at the shit that goes down. You know, maybe tomorrow Trump might get arrested. We'll see. Probably he won't get arrested, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna wrap up the show because I gotta wake up early tomorrow and so forth. And I gotta eat some dinner because I really got a little hungry while I'm doing the show. But I want to thank everyone who came through Ramble. I know we had some issues with the computer. We'll try to get that more situated better so that way when we do a show, he won't have so many problems. Because I want him to come and speak more and open up his mind a bit more. And then I want to say good night to Albie. Thank Albie for coming through. Appreciate you. And for those who are rewatching or going to rewatch, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much and enjoy the show. It's a pretty cool show. I'm going to be doing some more work on the studio. I know I have a little echo that's going on in my show, and it's because of the room. So I can't talk really loud because then I get an echo. And I've been hearing it on my feed. So I'm going to buy these soundproof panels that you put on the wall, and it stops that echo from happening. So I'm going to buy a lot of them to put all around the walls. So it stays more, the sound sounds better, everything sounds clearer. I'm going to have to invest a little bit more on the show to make it sound better and have a better picture too, because what I want to do, I want to make it like push the camera more back, push the desk more forward, and then open up the whole view of the wall, the ground wall. And it's going to be very, very beautiful for people to watch in the future. So with that said, I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a great day, a great morning, great afternoon, and a great evening. I'll definitely catch people on the flip side. Tomorrow, I'm going to see what's tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm thinking about doing a show. Not 100% sure. I want to do it with someone, maybe Ramble will come on and we could do a show together, and then we could talk a little bit more together, and then we could see if we can if he could come on and we could do a full show together. That'd be cool, because two minds are better than one. And I like to talk about myself and I start seeing things, but sometimes it's cool to have somebody else and share their mind too, and share their wavelength and how they see things or how they feel about certain things. I mean, I gotta speak more, so I might do a little another show maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Maybe I'll do a day show or something. It all has to go with how I feel, because if I don't feel the energy to do it, then I don't do it, because that's my medication. It all depends on how I feel. So with that said, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. We'll see what happens tomorrow if I come in. It'll be cool if I came in and we did a little show, and I'll have someone with me. Maybe Ramble would jump on. Maybe I could get Gigi to jump on, or maybe Albie if he wants to come on. But yeah, thanks for watching this show. Thank you again. Please subscribe. I've been noticing the count has been going up, so that's good. We need more people to subscribe, more people to leave a like, more people to watch. Also, yeah, we need more people to jump on the live show and participate. That'll be the next thing. We need to get more people to come on and share their thoughts with me. With that said, it's been a great show. My Mind Over Your Matter. Turn off the cameras and have a great night. Peace.
Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside, when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises. Or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. I know that things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again, I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel it's tense, don't know the consequence. The volatility of life, my only confidence. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises. Or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all.